Boys and girls, this is Mrs. J, the 5th grade math teacher from Tally Elementary. Mrs. Wagner and I are working together to provide you with math instructional videos. I hope you are refreshed from the Thanksgiving holiday and ready to learn. The topic we're going to discuss today is the order of operations. What does it mean? What is the order of operations? The order of operations is a collection of rules about which procedures or operations to perform first in order to evaluate or simplify a given numerical expression. What are operations? Well, in math, operations simply mean multiplication, division, addition, and subtraction. In 6th grade, you're going to learn a new one, which is called exponent. Exponent is simply a repeated multiplication. So for example, if you have 2 to the 3rd power, 2 is the base and 3 is the power or the exponent, that just means that 2 is multiplied 3 times, 2 times 2 times 2, which is 2 times 2 is 4 and 4 times 2 is 8. It doesn't mean 2 times 3. Right? It means 2 times 2 times 2, which is 8. I wouldn't worry about it this year because you'll have next year to learn all about exponent. This year we're going to learn multiplication, division, addition, and subtraction. Numerical expression is simply a number sentence without an equal sign. For example, in this case, 3 plus 5 times 4. Is a group of numbers and operations or what to do with it. Okay. You might ask why? Why more rules? We have enough rules in math. Well, the simple answer to that question, which is a good question by the way, is because if you don't have rules, then you're not going to get the same answer for a given expression. Let's look at this example. Simplify or evaluate or solve 3 plus 4 times 5. You might want to say, when we read from left to right, so it must be 3 plus 4 first, which is 7, and I have to multiply it by 5, which is 35. Well, another person might say, I like multiplication first, so I'm going to do multiplication first. 4 times 5 is 20. Plus 3 is 23. Who's right and who's wrong? Because we got 2 different answers. So we don't have that problem. Mathematician decided that we have to have a set of rules. The first one in the order of operations that you have to do is any operations inside the grouping symbol, which is this one, is called parentheses, okay, or bracket. So anything inside the grouping symbols you have to do first. The second one that you have to do is the multiplication or division, whichever is on the left hand side. And the last one is addition or subtraction. So remember, PEMDAS, parentheses, exponent, which you're going to learn next year in 6th grade, multiplication or division for M and D, and addition and subtraction is last in the order of operation. So now that we know the rules, who do you think is correct? Is this person correct doing addition first, then multiplication, or this person is correct doing multiplication first and then doing addition? You're right, this person is correct. You do the multiplication first and then the addition. Okay, let's look at another example. Let's look at this example. It says simplify. One of them has a parentheses, exactly the same number, but without parentheses. Remember to write down your rule first, right? Ooh, I want fancy pen. Okay, so parentheses, multiply or divide from left to right, and add or subtract from left to right. So in this case, since you have parentheses, you do that one first, and then you multiply. Do your work on the side, and remember, you're adding 10 and 3/5, right? 3 and 5/10, I'm sorry. Not like this. Because if you do like that, you have 4.5, and that doesn't make sense because 10 plus 3 is 13, right? So 13 and 5/10, write it down under the one you've done, and then rewrite what you have left. Ooh, what does this dot mean? That simply means multiplication. Why do we have dot now instead of x for multiplication sign, you might ask? That's because the x look like the letter X in the alphabet. And when we started learning equation, the letter X and the letter Y are used a lot. So to avoid the confusion, mathematicians decided, okay, instead of this letter X that's look like the multiplication that look like a letter X, we just use dot. Not the same dot as the dot for decimal point. That's on the bottom. This one is in the middle. Okay. So now do 13.5 times 6. And remember, you have to do them on the side so it doesn't clutter your expression. 5 times 6 is 30. That's 18 plus 3 is 21. And 6 times 1 is 6 plus 2 is 8. And I have one number behind decimal point. So I have one number behind decimal point here. So this one is 81. Okay, and this one is addition and multiplication. So which one do I have to do first? The multiplication, which is 60 plus 3 and 5/10, which is really simple. And I just said 60 plus 3 is 63 and 5/10, right? And if it still confuses you, you can write it like this one, 60 plus 3 fifth, 3 and 5/10, I'm sorry, is 63 and 5/10. Okay. So remember, write your rules, follow the rules, and rewrite whatever you haven't done in the problem. Okay, let's look at another example. Okay, so it says solve 24 times 6 divided by 2. This one 24 divided by 6 times 2. In this case, they're the same numbers, but the order of the operations are not the same. So let's write our rules. In this case, because the multiplication is on the left, you do that one first. So that's 144, right? You say 6 times 20 is 120. 6 times 4 is 24. You add them, that's 144. Or you can do 24 times 6, of course, always. Okay. And you do 144 divided by 2 is 72, right? 140 divided by 2 is 70. 4 divided by 2 is 2. Or you can do 144 divided by 2 like this as a long division. Okay, in this case, there's no parentheses and there's no addition and subtraction. You just have multiplication and division. And remember, you have to do the one on the left. In this case, on the left is the division. So you do 24 divided by 6. That's 4 times 2, right? You rewrite this number here and rewrite the multiplication. And you rewrite the 2 and you get 8. So as you can see, the order in which you do the problems determine the answer. Okay. Remember, this means multiplication, right? So what's the difference between these two problems? This one have parentheses and this one doesn't have a parenthesis. It's exactly the same number. right? It says simplify 3 times 10 minus 6 plus 72 divided by 8. Okay, I want you to pause the video and try to solve the problem by yourself, and then go back here and check your answer. Okay? So remember to write your rules. Parentheses first, multiplication and division second, and addition and subtraction last. So on this example, you have the parentheses, so you have to do that first, and then you rewrite the whole equation that you haven't done. You've done that one, so you don't have to do the parentheses, plus 72 divided by 8. So now you have multiply, add, and divide. So which one do you have to do first? The multiplication, of course, because it's on the left. And then you rewrite the rest of them, plus 72. Don't rewrite it not following the original expression. Always rewrite it exactly like it's written in the original expression. Otherwise, you get confused. Okay, so now what do you have to do next? Plus or divide? Divide, so you need to do that one, right? That's 21. You're done. Now on this one, you have multiplication, subtraction, addition, and division. No parentheses. So guess what you have to do first? You're right, the multiplication. And then what do? Rewrite the rest of them. Okay, now what? Minus, plus, divide. Divide first, and remember to underline it, write your answer, and then rewrite the whole equation again. Right? Now you have subtraction and addition. What do? Subtraction. 24 plus 9 is 33. And you're done. Okay, so to recap, the orders of operations, you can use the mnemonic PEMDAS. Okay, this one you will learn in 6th grade, so you don't worry about that one. PEMDAS, parentheses, exponent, multiply or divide from left to right, and add or subtract from left to right. And remember to always write your rules first, and then underline the one that you are supposed to be doing, and rewrite the whole equation that you haven't done, and then repeat the process until you get your answer. If you need more information, here are some links that you can explore to learn more about order of operations. My favorite is this one, Math Antics Order of Operations video. I hope this video helped. And as always, with math or with anything in life, practice makes better. So practice, 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 and you're going to be good in following the order of operations.